Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel for another video. So today we're back building another house in The Sims 4, and today's video is another interpretation challenge with the Simified. So today we're doing a mansion build, or a celebrity mansion build I should say, but not a real life celebrity, but a made up sim celebrity, and today's build is going to be a celebrity chef house. So we decided that we wanted to do a celebrity mansion, even though in the end it turned out to be so much stress, but I'll get into that in a bit later on in the video. So we put a poll on Twitter and you guys voted for what celebrity you wanted to see, and we gave you the option of a celebrity chef, a celebrity actor, a celebrity artist, or a celebrity musician, and you guys picked chef, and I think that was a lot to do with the fact that the new game pack coming out is obviously a restaurant themed game pack, so you guys wanted to kind of get a feel for maybe something that we would build when we had that pack, or I don't know, but I feel like that had a big influence in your guys' decisions. So like I said in our last video as well, if you want to have an input on how this challenge and stuff works, you should definitely follow me and Arthur on Twitter so that you can join in the voting, and that way it influences what we kind of do. So we're doing a celebrity mansion, a celebrity chef mansion today, and as you can see I've taken shape really quickly. So there is, I feel like, about a 2-hour backstory to this build, and this wasn't the house that I started with originally. I built a completely different house on the 64x64 lot in Windenburg, and it was a massive house, and I mean massive. It had 10 bedrooms, a games room, a spa, a gym, a library. Like, it was ridiculous, and I built it all, and I'd done all the landscaping, and I'd furnished the kitchen, and this was only yesterday that this had been done in this time, and I've been working on it all week for the video, and yeah, I decided that I was not going to have enough time to finish this ridiculously massive build that I had done, so I decided to start all over again, and that is the house that you are seeing right now. And originally this house that you'll see excuse me, sorry, had already been built. I just built it off camera for fun, and then I decided that it would be quite a good house to build for the celebrity chef, so I bulldozed the whole thing and rebuilt it. So that's what we're doing right now, and I'd never furnished it or anything before. I just built the structure, so I thought, oh, that looks pretty good, so I have to go with that because I didn't have anything else and time was quite short, and I think Arthur struggled a little bit with furnishing his as well. It was just, they were big builds, so next episode we're going to do something a bit smaller, I think. Talking of Arthur, if you want to see his video, then you can use the link in the description to go to his channel and check out his interpretation of this build, and you will be seeing a screenshot momentarily of his house as well. Again, we haven't seen each other's builds as usual, just the one screenshot that we give to each other for the video, and you can see his now. And I think his is on the 64x64 lot in Windenburg. Absolutely beautiful there. So yeah, go check that out. The link is in the description. Yeah, and we're back on my one, and we're just doing the landscaping and stuff. And I was trying to make it look a bit more grand. And this is what the original build had on it when I built it the first time. And I really wanted to use these plant pot things from Get Together, and I feel like you need a really grand build to be able to do it, and that's what this plant pot was actually the inspiration for this whole build when I'd originally built it back in whenever it was last week. I think I was building this maybe, and and that's why I built this house, because I wanted to use those plant pots. So as you can see, there's loads of them out the front, but I think they look pretty cool. I didn't put any in the back. Now that I think about it, it would have been nice to tie in the front and the back, but oh well. As you can see off to the left hand side of the build there's like this covered area with those, like, what do you call those, awnings, and that's because this house was for a celebrity chef, and obviously I had to do some kind of theming, so I put in a whole growables area down there, so like lots of fresh herbs and flowers, and not flowers, and fruits and stuff and vegetables, and I think I put 4 trees in down there as well. So I thought that would be really nice. Like, a celebrity chef would definitely, or any chef would definitely want to have some fresh produce and ingredients to be able to use in their cooking, and that leads off the conservatory area, which leads off from the kitchen, so I thought it was quite convenient to have it there, be able to go out in the back and pick all the fruit and veg that he wanted or she wanted, and then use all that kind of stuff in the kitchen. So yeah, I'm just putting an exterior fencing on right now. We use that nice brick wall with all the flowers and plants growing all up it from Romantic Garden stuff, and I'm going in and trying to figure out the floor plan right now. And this house has 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, so it's definitely a downsize from the 10 bedrooms that I had in the original build I was doing, but I was just not going to have time to finish it at all. So, I mean, this house isn't small by anyone's standards, I don't think, unless you live in a mansion, but this is definitely a big house for sure. The bedrooms are quite spacious, and it has like a big living area and stuff, and the kitchen is one of my favourite rooms, and the backyard is also my favourite, I think, in this build. And yeah, so it's not small, but it's definitely not gigantic like the other build was going to be. But that's just generally because I didn't have time, so it was a rush, to be honest. But it was still fun, so we're going in and getting the floor plan laid out and just putting in those columns in the stairwell entranceway kind of place. And this is the kitchen. Obviously, I wanted this room to be like the best room in the house because this was for a celebrity chef, so I wanted it to be really like have a really good vibe to it, and just have like, because I don't know, obviously it wants to be good, and I feel like a chef would want a really nice kitchen, and I kind of went for this whole theme in the dining room as well, of like putting on dinner parties and stuff for friends because they'd love to cook, but then at the same time maybe they'd hate to cook at home because they have to cook for a living. But I don't know, that's the kind of thing I went for. I just assumed that they absolutely love what they do, so they'd want to do it at home too, but maybe I'm wrong. We have some double fridges here, and I put in like some cookbooks and stuff from Cool Kitchen stuff to like represent their own cooking books and stuff, because most celebrity chefs have their own cooking books because otherwise they wouldn't be that famous really. So yeah, that's kind of what I went for and did, and it was a good time. I had fun doing this build, and the kitchen's definitely one of my favourite rooms in the build. As you can see, we went for this like peachy kind of beige colours on the wall, this very white stony tile which is from Spa Day on the floors, and then nice brown, dark brown wood cabinets with a white marble to match the floor. And yeah, the backsplash I think is also the like white tiles or white marble, and then I just sectioned that off with some columns so that it doesn't look like the wallpaper just all of a sudden stops in the middle of the wall. Here I put in a little sink area as well for like washing the dishes and stuff, or washing the fruit from the garden or whatever. And I put in a little island section here as well, and I do a cool thing in a minute which you'll see, where I put in a half wall in the middle of the island, just sticking up a little bit, and then I put like knives and serving spoons and stuff on there, just because they have to hang on the wall, so I needed to put a wall in, but I just thought it looked kind of different. It was kind of nice, kind of gave it like a separated chopping area as well, like so you can prepare your food and then turn around and put it on the hob or whatever. So yeah, that was the kind of mindset I was going with when I was doing that. Here we go, you can see me putting it in now, and I replaced all the corner cabinets as well, because for some reason these edge ones didn't like put the little backsplash bit on the wall, which was really frustrating, so I changed that so that it got rid of it, because it was really annoying. As you can see, I'm putting in the knives there and the little spoons, and I'm going through and just putting in a few cool kitchen decorations here. So this kitchen probably would require cool kitchen, but I mean, it doesn't matter if you don't have it, it will just get replaced, but the details will require cool kitchen for sure. And then just a couple of posters thrown up on the wall there, and a nice sort of kitchen eating area. And that's not the main dining room. The main dining room is actually off to the left of the kitchen, or behind us right now. And then we're moving on to the conservatory, which just has 3 sofas in it, like a little coffee table, and just a few little sort of activities and skill building items. So you've got the bonsai tree there, and I put a chess table in, and I think there's 2 chess tables in this build. Yeah, I think there is, because I think there's one in the study as well. So, and the conservatory I kept really open and just like pretty non-cluttered, because I feel like a conservatory is somewhere you go to relax, so you don't want too many things in there. And then on the outside here, you can see me putting in all these planters and stuff. And I was actually Skyping Arthur at the time of building this, and he was building his build as well. And I was like, how do I find the seeds to put in these planters? And he told me how to do it, because I couldn't remember. And it's disappointing because you can't actually get the plants like already grown, if that makes sense. You can get the trees, but not the plants. So I just put a bunch of different seeds in. I put all these random unique ones in as well, because I thought that would be more fun for your Sims to grow. Oh, I don't know if they can grow them if they haven't got a high enough plant skill. Gardening skill rather. But anyway, if your sim wants to live here, then they can, but it is themed for a celebrity chef, so I hope we get the celebrity system back in the game, actually, because I really liked that in The Sims 3. I know a lot of people didn't, but I thought it was great, and you could turn it off as well, so they'd learned from past games where you couldn't do a lot of that, like you were always stuck with it once you'd had the expansion pack, but if you didn't want to play with it, you could just turn it off in the settings, so it was really good, and I really enjoyed the celebrity system actually, so I hope it comes back. I think it added diversity to the gameplay. But anyway, we're going on and we're doing all the landscaping here at the moment. I think we do the whole garden all in one, and then we move on to the furnishing, which is quite good for me, because I usually go a bit everywhere, but yeah, I kind of had, as I went in, the inspiration for the garden just came to me straight away, so I knew what I was doing, and it's a very grand backyard, so you could tell rich people live here for sure. And it's quite simple at the same time though, just a lot of hedges, and then there's just flower beds inside, and then just plain grass everywhere else, so it's very like maintained. They would definitely have a gardener who worked here. And you could definitely get a gardener if you wanted to play in this build, but you didn't want to have all those fruits and veggies go to waste and your Sim's not a green thumb, then you could just get a gardener, because I'm pretty sure that's what they do in this game. In The Sims 1, your plants actually grew, but they got rid of that. Well, they never brought that back to the game. Was that in The Sims 2? I'm pretty sure your plants didn't grow in The Sims 2, like actual flowers from the like flower catalogue, as it were, not like growables. I'm not sure, but I don't think so. But that was a nice touch in The Sims 1. I used to like that when you have to go out and actually like cut your grass and stuff, or the flowers, not the grass. The grass didn't grow, but anyway, we're putting in a little sort of, I'm not sure what you'd call this, kind of like, anyway, like a covering of sorts, and we're going to put the hot tub under there, and I do all this, and then I realise that the original one that I'd done was fine. I'd done this because I thought it was off-centre, and then I realised it wasn't off-centre. I just made it off-centre by altering it, so I put it back, which is really annoying when you've just like sat there and done it, but sped up, it looks like it takes no time whatsoever, so yeah, just putting a pathway in there to get to the hot tub area, and that's kind of off to the side and secluded. It's really nice, and you've got this big massive pool, which I put some nice fountains in later on, and then a nice dining area outside here, because like I said, I would have thought that this chef would definitely want to entertain all of his or her celebrity friends and come over for like lovely meals and sit outside, so I put in a massive dining table outside as well for like, I don't know how many Sims, 2, 4, 8, 12, like 14 Sims I think it seats, so if you're going to throw a party, then definitely throw like a pool party or something and get the barbecue going. Oh, I didn't put a barbecue in, I forgot. Dang. Oh well, it doesn't really matter, but you can add a barbecue in, and then you can have some cool parties out here. As you see, I'm just going around and edging all of the hedges and the flower beds with mud and stuff. Well, not mud, but just like dirt. And just for like realism, and it looks nice. And then we go through and place in all the flowers, and they're the same flowers that we place in the front. I actually use the actual flowers, if that makes sense, and not like bushes or whatever, so, which is different because I usually use a lot of bushes and stuff. But yeah, adding in the rock feature here, which is where the fountains are going to go as well, and then adding some little plants growing out of it just for a bit of detail. And I add these fountains in, I was going to say, I replaced them with the fish fountains because I like the way they looked much better, so adding some little rock detail to the side of the pool, and then going through and adding in all these flowers. So I was a little bit lazy with the landscaping, I will admit, but like I said, I was really pushed for time with this build, so yeah. I'm sure in Arthur's video, which I haven't seen yet because it only went live 20 minutes ago my time when I'm recording this, but I'm sure he'll say that he struggled a little bit with this build as well, because we were Skyping at the same time as building, and we were both saying that mansions are hard when you're on a time scale. And next episode's build is definitely going to be a little bit different, I think, so I'm not sure what we're going to do yet. We haven't come up with an idea, but obviously we'll let you guys know on Twitter, and then we'll come up with some sort of restraints or like an option or whatever for this house. So here you can see, like I said, I was throwing in the table, and I just used 3 of those nice glass outdoor tables, which I threw in there, and then I put all the chairs around, so it's definitely a nice big long entertaining table. Nice big long, well, that kind of sounded kind of rude, but anyway. And that fountain's got some fun gameplay with it as well, like the kids can jump in there and play in there, which I definitely thought they would, because in my mind, for this household, I had made a family, so I've got a joint little boys room upstairs, so I was thinking like twins or something, and then perhaps a teenage girl, or just like a really funky grandma. I hadn't made up my mind yet because we kind of do like a cool artsy bedroom upstairs, you'll see when we get there. I hadn't made up my mind whether I wanted to build or make, sorry, a teenage daughter or like a really funky grandma. I think I might go for grandma because she sounds pretty cool. And then like twin boys and mum dad. And I'm not sure who's going to be my celebrity chef yet, whether it's going to be the male or the female. I haven't made up my mind, but they're definitely going to be the daughter of the grandma. But yeah, anyway, those were just my thoughts when I was making this house, and that's why kind of some of the rooms are a little bit themed like the kids' bedrooms, but I like to do that sometimes. It's just adds something to it, I think, when you're building. So yeah, and we're doing the entrance hall here, and as you'll see throughout this video, some of the clips where I did the flooring and the wallpaper are missing, and that is because I stopped recording and I'd done some crap room before and it looked rubbish and I just couldn't figure out what kind of colour scheme I wanted to go for, so that's why. And then once I'd figured it out, I came back and started recording again and furnished the room. And the dining room, did we see the dining room? Oh no, we haven't done it yet, but we had done it already in the first go round and I got rid of everything because I hated it. It looked so crap, and we're going on to it now. It has like a fireplace, and as you can see like the wallpaper and the flooring is already done. Fireplace, a nice big table for entertaining again, and I put in the stuff from Luxury Party stuff, the little sort of serving table and the chocolate fountain or like toffee fountain or strawberry, I can't remember what you can have out of it, but you can have a lot of stuff out of it. It's like the fountain. And then I realised that it clips onto the top of that buffet table, so I put that there because I thought that would be good for serving and throwing dinner parties and stuff. Like I said, that was the idea I had for this guy, so, or girl. And I put in some little seating areas and just like a few plants, and that's about it, just some like decorative stuff. And I wanted this to be a very nice formal dining room, which they only used on special occasions and when entertaining, and then the rest of the time they just used the kitchen table. So yes, and anyway, so I don't know what to talk about, but how have you guys been? I got a lot of nice feedback on my speed build that I did with Devon Bumpkin, my collab with the townhouses. If you haven't seen that, it's on my channel. And yeah, that was a lot of fun too, and I got some nice feedback for that, which was good because I literally took forever doing that build. It took me a long time, but I had builder's blocks, so it was kind of a struggle to try and come up with the inspiration to do it, or the motivation. But he was really good, and he said like just take your time and wait for it to come, and I did, and I really liked how it turned out. So yeah, back onto this build. Like I said, just putting in decorations and stuff. And then I'm throwing in, I do this mirror thing where I raise them up and I put 3 next to each other, and it looks pretty cool. I think I've done it in a few other builds, and I definitely do it when I'm building off camera as well. I like the way it looks because sometimes we just don't have big enough mirrors, and I like big mirrors. I'm into that. I like putting them around because I think mirrors are a really nice decorative piece. And I also put a trophy on there, like a best chef book or something, or best what do you call it? Recipe book, that's the one, or something like that, or chef of the year, or I don't know, any of those awards that you can come up with in your head. I thought that would be an award that he or she would have won, so I put that in the dining room. And here we're doing the downstairs bathroom, which has a shower, toilet and a sink. It's just like a small one. And upstairs, actually directly above this, I have another bathroom, or what I plan to be a bathroom, and then opposite is another bedroom, but I accidentally furnished the bedroom as the bathroom because I was like, oh, a nice big bathroom, that was a good idea, completely forgetting what I had already planned it for. And then I realised that I had this 4x3 room, and I thought that's not really big enough for a bedroom considering the other bedrooms are like huge in comparison. So I made it into a small TV room, which you'll see when we get up there. But I thought that was a nice idea, and it's kind of somewhere for like the kids to go if they don't want to come down, because the living room's very formal, and I feel like mum and dad would be like, you can't go in there, it's too nice, you know, everything's like pristine. So I thought a TV room would be a nice idea, and we actually have one of those in my house in real life. So yeah, looking at those towels, they look kind of different colours when I just saw them in the video, but I'm pretty sure they were both white, but that one looks kind of purpley. Anyway, if you saw that, then you know what I'm talking about. If you didn't, then I've gone crazy. But anyway, moving on to the living room. Here you can see I cut the video because again, I was trying to find the colour scheme that I wanted to go for, but we went very neutral in here. And we go very neutral in the master bedroom as well, because I like neutral colours. I think they're good. They just go with everything as well. So we use these, what always look to me like really comfy sofas. So we used those. And we go for this nice sort of medium brown wood, I would always call it. It's not dark brown, but it's not light brown either. And we put in a few end tables, and the grand piano gets moved into this room as well. And it's, like I said, a very nice entertaining room. It leads straight from the dining room across the hall, so it's like quite good for the flow of things when entertaining. So this house is definitely a party house, I would say, but like a formal party house, not like beer pong or something. But yeah, here where we're putting the seating area in is where I moved the piano to, and then I put a little side table over here with stereo, so you can play some nice music when throwing your parties and that kind of stuff. And yeah, so we're just throwing that in, and then we're gonna do the study next. I'll try to think what we're trying to do next, but we're gonna do the study next for sure. And oh yeah, putting in some curtains as well, because I think this is the first room I've done it in, or had I put curtains in everywhere else? I can't remember, but I wanted to make this room look really formal, and those curtains always do a really good job of that because they're like huge. So couldn't decide what to put in this corner. I was going to put in Don't Wake the Llama at first, but I just put in a plant pot instead because it looked too crowded over there. So as you can see, this is where the piano is coming from. It's going in there. And I went for black in the living room as I went for white in the hallway, but you just can't beat a black piano, can you? A black grand piano just looks so luxury and just classy. Oh, I'd love to play the piano. I think that would be so fun. I was told when I was younger that I had good fingers for it, because apparently you have to have the right kind of fingers, but we didn't have anywhere to fit a piano in my house, so I never learnt. Moving on to the study, as you can see, again, the wallpaper and flooring is already done. And I'm just putting in a bunch of bookshelves, and I was currently watching iZombie, which is this show on Netflix, while I was building this house. Oh my god, it's so good. Have you guys seen it? It's so good. It's so addictive. It's about this girl that gets bitten by a zombie literally within the first 5 minutes of the first episode, and then she like works at the morgue and she eats people's brains that die, and then she gets visions of the people that she ate, and then she like helps solve their murder. It's so good, and it sounds so rubbish, and like the title iZombie is just stupid. It looks like a load of crap. It's been on Netflix for a while now, but when I saw it I thought it looked rubbish, but my friend was like, oh, you need to go watch it, it's really good. So I was like, okay, I'll give it a go, but now I'm addicted and it looks so good. So yeah, there's that. If you guys haven't seen it, then you should definitely check it out if you like kind of like mystery murder shows, I guess. But it's got a good comedic twist to it as well, so some known actors, some not so known actors. There's one girl in it from Phil of the Future on the Disney Channel. She's been in other stuff too, but I can't remember. And if you've seen One Tree Hill, then Clay is in it from that. And I don't know who the main character is. I haven't seen her in anything, but anyway, you should go check it out. It's pretty good actually. So that is on Netflix, and that's what I was watching while I was building this house. So I usually like to either watch something or listen to music. I can't be doing nothing while I build, because I don't know, I'm always doing two things, because I get bored when I'm just doing one. That's why I never just sit and watch TV. If I'm watching something, I'm always playing The Sims while I'm doing it, or scrolling through Tumblr or something. I don't know, I just can't sit, and like my attention span is not that long, I guess, so I have to be having two things, that way I can switch between each one of them, and then when I get bored of one, I'll look up and do the other one or whatever. But back to the build, we're moving on to the twins' bedroom upstairs, and we go for a very blue theme in here. And at first I was going to make it more grown up, but then I decided to make it more kiddie because there's just more furniture. So we went for like a checkerboard kind of flooring, which I made myself out of the two types of blue carpet that we've got. And oh my god, I forgot to mention this in my last video, the new Dine Out game pack that is coming. It looks like there might be new carpet in it. Who is excited? Literally, I'm like screaming internally right now because we are so ready for new carpet. It's not even funny. I'm just so bored of all the ones that we have. There's like no color options. The texture is below average. So I'm hoping new carpet that it looks really good. Oh, would be so good. I'm so excited for it. Throwing in dresses, and just like there's a dollhouse. Well, not a dollhouse, but like a big castle. I suppose it is a dollhouse. It's a castle one anyway. It's more masculine, I guess. And I put in a lab station as well, because the kids can experiment with that, and they can make some pretty cool potions, I think. So I'm pretty sure they can make some like emotion potions, which are fun for gameplay. And then just throwing in a bunch of clutter like book bags, and I put in some curtains and stuff as well, and little books and some lamps, and two toy dinosaurs, one for each boy, because everyone needs their own teddy. So, and there's a really cute interactions with those. So I actually forgot to put one of the curtains on by the looks of things. I've just seen on one of the windows in the boys' bedroom, which is super frustrating, but oh well. So there's missing curtains there. Maybe they jumped on them and pulled them down or something. Who knows? Moving on to either the teenage daughter's room or grandma's room. I haven't decided yet. I think I might go with funky grandma. I think that's such a cool idea. And I never play with elders, so it'd be fun. But anyway, as you can see, she's got like the artsy bed, or the bed you unlock from, is it the art career or reaching level 10 of the art skill? I can't remember which, but yeah, that one with the sunflowers on it looks really cool. And then she's got some bohemian chairs with some cool patterns on them. A little TV nook as well. And I know they can't watch TV from bed, but I put some chairs in. But also it's just nice to mix it up sometimes, because I always put like a painting or a mirror over the dresser, and sometimes it's nice to put a TV in. So I also do that in the master bedroom, and it adds a certain, I don't know, like you've got money if you have a TV in your bedroom, I think. I don't know. Maybe that's like silly, but anyway, throwing in some decorative rubbish, and yeah, then this bedroom's kind of done. There's a rug, and it's very plain, but it's got a lot going on in sense of colours, so it looks really full. But I liked how it turned out. It was fun. And then this is like the main bathroom on this floor, because it has the, actually it's the only bathroom on this floor, I think, for like guests and other household members that aren't the master bedroom occupants, because they've got an ensuite, obviously, because everybody wants an ensuite. If you're going to be a celebrity and have a lot of money and live in a big mansion like this, you definitely want a ensuite. And this is the TV room that I was talking about, because this was supposed to be the bathroom that I just put in. And that was supposed to be another bedroom, but that didn't work out, and I didn't want to make this a bedroom, like I said, because the other two bedrooms were already pretty big. So wait, I just lied as well when I uploaded this to gallery, because I put 4 bedrooms, but it's actually only 3, isn't it? But I suppose 4 Sims could sleep in here, because there's like that twin bedroom. So anyway, if you're watching the video, you know. So, and you could always just add more bedrooms in if you wanted to. There's plenty of room in this house, and you could go up as well. There's a whole attic area that I didn't even bother to do, but it's got quite a tall roof on it, so you definitely could. We're moving on to the master bedroom, which means we are nearing the end of this video. So I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry for all my rambling in this video, but it was such a rush to get it done, and sometimes I'm like, I come into commentating and I really know what I want to say and I'm feeling confident, and other times I come in and I'm like, oh, I don't know what to say, and I'm going to sound like an idiot, and just like, so yeah, I'm sorry that this video was a bit like mumbly and not really know what I'm going on about. Hopefully next video will be better. Like I said, go check out Ars's interpretation of this challenge. His mansion looks awesome. I'm going to go watch his video after I finish this, while this one is uploading. The link's in the description. If you want to download this one, or Arthur's, then you can. I will put a link to both of our gallery pages in the description down below, or you can use the hashtags interpretation challenge, you can use the hashtag EndlxssSims or Simified, and yeah, I think that's it. Oh, and this build is called Portstone Mansion, by the way. Sounds very formal, doesn't it? And I thought that would be cool because, well, I didn't really think it would just be cool. I just googled it and that's what I came up with, and it sounded cool, so that's what I went with. Same thing with Arthur. Don't think those are original titles, because we were both googling when we were Skyping each other. So yeah, those are how we came up with the titles. But yeah, if you want to find them on the gallery, then you can use those hashtags. And I think that's everything. I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share this video, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye everyone.
Climb on board, we'll go slow and high tempo, light and dark, hold me hard, I'm mellow, I'm seeing the pain, seeing the pleasure, nobody but you, body but me, body but us, bodies together. I love to hold you close, tonight and always, I love to wake up next to you, so we'll piss off the neighbors.